He said, what is the impact on the total economy of attracting and holding some residents if you're in this Mountain West, which Taos fits, regime? Now, this wouldn't apply to everybody, but he looked at that. He had to make an assumption. He said, in-migration adds 10% to the region's population over 5 years. Well, I think we're way above that, but at least got over that threshold. So shove it up a little, Steve's talking. So he divided all the impacts down into half a dozen categories. He forgot to put any footnotes in his book. So I got a hold of it and said, I can't make any sense out of this. So I got to meet Tom, and we became correspondents for a while. And he gave me the footnotes. So I was able then to go back and apply it to see if it applied to Taos and all that. But let me just tell you what he found in his model. This is adopted from this table down here, 96. He's written more and better since. There's 6 categories. Rather than define them all, let me jump to the one I think you're talking about, the largest one for Taos. And this is a savings of these people who come in. And how many of you here came in 1985, sold your house in Albuquerque, for example, and you sold it for more than you should have gotten, but you weren't about to give that to the government. So when you invest in Taos, you have a little more to invest than you would in a quote-unquote normal place. So you get a lot, you ski a lot. Ski belly gets awful dark. You say, I'm going to move out, build a house. I'm going to be here the rest of my time. I'm going to build a house. You don't go to Albuquerque to get your favorite contractor. You talk to Mark Wilson in my case. He used to be a bartender for skiing on Ski Valley, but he went into construction and paid a very good established contractor. But you build a Taos house. And that's just savings. You're spending that. Remember, these people don't have a wage and salary anymore. They got dividends, interest, and rent. Their transfer payments are not going to build any houses. No. But this is what happened. But what really happened is they built that house, but then they lived here. So now what do they want? Landscaping. Good publication. Down the list, services. And they had the means, the discretionary. The discretionary means to do that. What I'm afraid, Fred, is, and you know a lot more about this than I, that discretionary income among this group of people, and this is large people now. You get 2 decades in a row at 10,000 people each. You know, that's the best part of the population. And you look at the census data coming out, the community I live in now is no longer Hispanic. It's over 50% non-Hispanic. When I came, it was 80% Hispanic. They haven't left, there's more people who have come in. People are different. And we've got, this is the end of my case, we've just got to understand, and I want to use the wrong word, but it communicates, the anatomy of Taos County from an economic jobs, not only jobs, but the great thing is brought all these people here is amenities. It was just amenity driven, and it still is. But their amenities are different. There's 82 me. I can't ski with any confidence anymore. In fact, I'm smart, I don't ski at all. But a decade ago, man, a good fraction of my expenses were going right into the ski shops. What happened last week? Outdoor shop closed. Why did they close? Need to talk to him. But really, this is kind of heartfelt. I love those places, you could tell, I hope, despite giving you all this bad news. But we may be at a one of these terrible inflection points that I've been talking about. And so when we come out of it, let's come out the way we want it to come out, not the way some of these forces could pressure it into going.
I just really want to thank Bill, and I'd like everybody to give Bill and Dick a big hand. What they've done over the years, and bringing Dick in, he has really helped kind of swing this thing up again, and we are so pleased from the Taos County Chamber of Commerce that we've got a couple of resources like this in our community to be able to give us this kind of information. I don't think there's anywhere else in New Mexico that a community that even comes close to the kind of in-depth economic information that we have to help us to move into the future. And so once again, thank you, gentlemen, for being with us and for sharing your knowledge. And with that, see you next month, the first Friday in